And just like that, this is what it is all about. I just get all the feels when I see a table decked out like this, and Clem is about to show us exactly how. Now, this festive season is all about celebrating moments that matter with friends and family. Of course, that includes food, but for us, it's all about the festive table. Chef Clem Pedro is busy working his magic, transforming our dining table into a Christmas wonderland. And boy, my brother, have you done a good job? Don't you agree, Denise?
I definitely agree. I think the first thing that caught my eye has got to be something that every woman loves, gold.
Right, right? And it's not just women, everybody.
Yeah.
And I'd like to just mention the color because when it comes to setting your festive table or even your Christmas tree, I mean, I accept those people that go for all the colors of the rainbow. But there's something so chic and stylish about picking a color theme. So we've gone for green and gold, which again, it's classic. And you'll notice the color trends change every year, but the one trend that does not change is gold.
Yeah.
So you're going to invest in pieces now they'll be able to use for a long time. Next year, you can swap out the green, make it white. The following year, make it black, because black and gold on a Christmas table, amazing.
Actually, one of the followers that I do keep my eye on social media, she actually did a full black tree with feathers and that gold. But today, here on our table, we're keeping it green and gold.
Keep it green and gold.
Reminiscent of South Africa.
Okay, so I've got these beautiful placemats at the bottom because I like adding a little bit of a natural element to your table. And again, after the festive season, these aren't like too Christmassy. They're like, oh my God, what do I do? What do I do with it now? These are great, and they're so on trend right now. You'll be using them for such a long time. I'm going with classic white just because it's the festive season, you know? The plates are just classic white because the food is going to be like the center of that and show off the plates. Also, my cutlery, I've gone pretty plain, but guys, polish your cutlery. Make sure they are blinging.
Louder for the people in the back.
Polish
Louder.
your cutlery. Okay,
very, very
do that.
important.
And it's so important because it also shows that you've made so much effort. Then, the center of your table, it's very important that you highlight that as well. Keep space for the platters. So we're going to put platters around there. I've got a bit of space here in the middle, but I've accented the little space in the middle with a bit of the greenery that I've got on the table. Another thing,
you can also move the ornaments, I suppose.
Yeah, I want to focus on something as well. You're about to touch on it, but then the one thing I've noticed when it comes to centerpieces and stuff is height. How important is that in terms of color, height?
Totally, totally important. You don't want to block your eye line too much that you can't see the person across you. So this is a beautiful round table, which means you can play around with it a little more. We've got a little bit of height over here, but it's a nice slim Christmas tree. And what I also like, once you do start bringing the food out, when your guests walk in, have it in the middle, okay? Have the Christmas tree in the middle. But as soon as everybody starts sitting down, you place it around the, you're like on the sideboard, you know, just to create a more atmosphere.
Go to waste.
It does not go. Polly, there's one thing I always do for you. I give you joy. I give you joy.
Down in my heart.
Lights, guys. Lights are absolutely a must this festive season. Add as many lights as you want to your table, because remember, you're not going to be overwhelmed because the plates are going to come down on the table as well.
The drama of it all.
The drama.
I love this.
Baubles are not just for your Christmas tree. Add them to your table, okay? Another great one because it doesn't take up too much space, too much height. They just kind of create that accent.
And especially if you're going to be entertaining at night, you've mentioned something about the lights. That also takes in that energy, that light, you know, it basically keeps that flavor going throughout the day and the night.
Even during the day, put your lights on. Last thing, the crackers. They're not just for popping. They make the most amazing centerpiece, like placeholders. I mean, a little to me over there on the name, so you're never going to have to try to find where you're actually going to be sitting. Also good if you don't want to be sitting next to someone. And then you can swap.
And that is so much better than, you know, no offense, no one take offense now, but we keep it real here on Afternoon Express. There's nothing tackier than just those white little, you know, those triangles with Bali, Clem, Yumi. What a way to spice up the table by putting the name tags on your cracker.
Then, final thing, candles. Never go out of style, never go out of trend. Have a little bit of like the flame on the table as well. Make sure it's not anything that's going to burn. This is a scented candle, beautiful vanilla floating through your table. Vanilla's good because it's a food scent, so you can pair it with your food. Guys, Christmas. Christmas!
You did it again! Bravo, bravo. Again, Clem, you came with the food. You came to what we put the food on, which is a very, very decorative kitchen.
What more can I do?
You nailed it. Do me?
No,
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. I'm definitely taking the tips because one thing that's very important here is you want to create the feel of the festive. And like you said, don't stick to the typical red, green.
No.
Take it up a notch and give it some flavor.
Love that. Now, what a beautiful festive table. I cannot wait for us to be back a little bit later to enjoy our food. But for now, let's get back into the kitchen. Remember, you can all shop these Christmas decor items and more, so much more, at Woolworths, available rather in-store and online and on the app. But after the break, we're going to be asking Chef Bass to come back because we've got a few more recipes with him too.